guys, Paul here in Cheyenne. Hey look, we're just doing a quick video about something really exciting that just happened for us. Some time ago back at Taupo, Cheyenne actually caught up with a certain somebody down at the racetrack.
Yes, I caught up with the one and only Scotty Pye, and it was really cool because he was obviously in Taupo doing a bit of racing, and I managed to catch him to get him to sign one of my Apex hats and have a bit of a chat with him about the podcast and how much I've been enjoying watching it, and also mentioned that obviously me and Dad were wanting to get into that space, and he was like, oh my goodness, you so should, because there's so much room and podcasts are amazing, and he was like, go for it. And then we had a pretty cool thing happen not long after that, didn't we?
Yeah, so actually it was while the race was on at Perth coming to the end, they had put something out on social saying, hey look, post something in here like, you know, about the race or whatever.
Yeah,
so,
literally I saw the notification pop up my phone, and I had my friend Mitchell here who was watching it with me and Dad, and I was like, guys, should we send something in, because you know, might see it, they might not, and it'd be cool. So we did that.
Yeah, look, Mitch is going to be someone that's going to appear on here occasionally.
Yeah.
And you'll recognise his voice, or you'll get to know his voice when you hear him shortly. But yeah, so anyway, the three of us got round the phone and we posted something on there, and we thought, well, see what happens.
Yeah.
And then
obviously it featured on their pod like a decent clip where Scott and Elliot were like, oh, we sound like we're...
Hang on. For those that don't know, the name of the pod we're talking about is Apex Hunters United. Okay?
Yes.
And it's about, from a race driver's point of view, the whole motorsport kind of
Yeah,
world.
because if you don't know the name Scotty Pye or Elliot Barbour, they're both racing... Well, Scott was in the main game a couple of years back. He's now co-driving for Will Brown at Red Bull Ampel. And then... we've got Elliot, who's in the Trans Am series. He does like NASCAR style cars and he races around. I think he's actually going to be at the next round, I believe, with the Supercars too.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure he might be racing. Cool. Yeah.
Anyway, so we appeared on there, and that was really exciting. And in fact, what was more exciting was actually the comments I made. You know, that they felt while they were listening, like they were listening on our pod. In fact, they had some of the listeners live on their stream going, hey, it's a pod within a pod. You know, so that was, so that was really pretty cool. But this is not about us. I mean, yes, you know, we're getting a pod off the ground, but it's really nice to hear what someone else thought that's actually been in it a bit longer.
Yeah.
But this is actually about them, so this is a recognition for Apex Hunters United.
Yeah. Definitely go and check them out because they have amazing insight, like we were saying, from a race car point of view, and they managed to get, like, I know Scott is pretty good at picking things that possibly might happen in the...
And these come to pass.
Yes. So yeah, this one's for you boys. Thank you so much, obviously, shouting us out with starting our journey, but we love your content. Yeah. Seriously, go and watch them because they're amazing at what they do. So, Dad?
Yeah, it will be very fitting and most appropriate if we recognise them right now by doing a sound check.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers, boys. Hi, it's Paul, Cheyenne and Mitch here in Auckland, New Zealand.
Hi, guys.
Yo.
Oh, hey, it's a few of them. Trio.
Yeah, totally. Oh, I haven't got a can with me, so I can't do a sound check. Anyway, look, we just really enjoyed some racing just now, just watching Woody get his first win. That was totally awesome. And, of course, I'm so happy running of the Bulls.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Feel like we're joining their pod.
It was also really good to see the fighting between that top, was it 5 or 6 as well, between WAU and Maddie and the Bulls as well. That was awesome to see.
Like I said, you know, you don't see in racing like a freight train up the front.
No.
You know, it just doesn't happen.
But also fresh air from the commentary, hearing old Frosty getting in there and giving some new insight. That was pretty awesome.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I got to say, I think my highlight was seeing Garth Tander's face when Scaife pulled out the word placate after the race and just looking the look on GT's face and being like, what kind of word have you just pulled out, mate?
Yeah. Well, it was a really good watch and love the show, lads. And
Thank you.
Keep up the great work.
Yeah, we love yous and really appreciate what you do and some of the insight that you guys bring. So we appreciate you.
Keep going. You're amazing.
Good stuff, fellas.
I tell you what, they had some chemistry. That's a good pod. I just listened to that for a
That was our first threesome. Thanks for calling, guys.
That was brilliant. I mean, yeah, I felt like we sat in on a pod there for a minute, but that was
Pod
very
within
good.
a pod, they're saying in our comments here.
Yeah, that was brilliant. That was really good to hear that, you got a few people sitting there that obviously have had a good day watching the supercars, and it is it's such a good product. I think it is fun to watch, but they made a good point about, we just saw 3 teams going at it. I think Brock obviously had some pace there, but Matty Payne, after he got in that position, he was there. He put him under some serious pressure.
Yep.
So, yeah, it was cool to see so many teams actually in the fight for the win at the end of the day.
No, it's very.
You don't get that in many other forms of motorsport.
We still haven't had, all year, we haven't had a snoozer yet.
Nah, it's been probably the best year of racing we've had in a long time.
Yeah.
Stop! Wait!
Smash the like button, just like Cam Waters likes to smash into other race cars.
Hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications because you don't want to miss out on this amazing content we have.